Just home run last night. That ball.
All right, fellas.
There.
All right, let's start on our butts.
He was cheating on that one.
All we're gonna do to start, let's start on one side in a 90-90. Let's go hands behind to start.
Tight side first.
Does not matter with this. All we're gonna do is windshields, but with these, separation, slow. Keep the opposite knee down as long as it can. Once it comes up, it's not over. It's gonna naturally come up. Keep that separation all the way across. Keep the separation, keep the separation. It's all about tension and separation. It's eventually gonna keep coming though, Gonzo.
Can we go down once we get to the end range?
Once you get to the end, it's gonna go down. Don't collapse.
Once we're here?
Yes, then it goes all the way down.
Okay. Can we go back?
Yeah, but you don't want to be fast like that. It should be tension the whole time. We're gonna do 2 each way. 2 because it should be nice and slow. Keep tension. Use your hands as leverage right now. Keep tension the whole time. Even at the bottom, once the other leg's down, spiral it to the ground with tension. 2 each way. Slow and controlled. Slow and steady wins the race. Schmitz.
Oh, there's the big Schmitz in the field today?
Yes.
Let's go!
Big Schmitz made it. Control, separation, separation. 2 each way. When we're done, we'll stay in that 90-90. Now our hands are gonna go up. We've mostly all done these ones, but remember, we're still gonna do that same thing. It's gonna go a little faster, no hands. Once we get to the other side, we're gonna come up on the knee, into a half kneel, get a little stretch. Then from here, it's that eccentric back. So no hands, control it eccentrically back. Nice and controlled. Tension the whole time. Nice, slow and controlled, flow through it. Look, ma, no hands. Try and use no hands. You like that one, Goldie?
Yeah.
3 and 3 on this. Try and control. Don't embarrass yourself on video, Goldie.
It's okay. I know everybody wants to see me on video. What's up, girl?
There's 0 girls on this, Goldie. Nice and controlled. At that eccentric part. 3 and 3. Move over just a little bit. There you go. 3 and 3, fellas. Yes. Good control. There it is. Slow and steady wins the race. Here we go, work.
Yeah, should we get their manager?
How do you know it's the man? That's the manager?
Yeah.
Once we're done there, I'll wait for everybody. We're good. We're not in any rush. We're gonna come up into a squat next. So let's stand up first so we can get loaded up. So remember, hands are gonna go under the toes to start. If you have to widen your feet wide and the toes can go slightly out, we're gonna stay in this squat position. Remember, our Pails, don't do it yet, is trying to drive the shoulders through, but we're anchored down, we're going nowhere. Once we're through the 100 and I count it down, the rails now, you try and pull your ass to the grass, toes up, trying to pull yourself deeper in. We'll hit 2 after the rails part of it. We'll stand up, shake it out, and do it again. All right, here we go, everyone down. Big tres, grande Petra. Petro. All right, here we go, ready. 20, 40, 60, you should be shaking already. 80, as hard as we can. Shoulders through the sky. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself down. 5, 4. You're allowed to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Good. Shake it out. Shake it on out. On that rails, we're actively trying to rip ourselves down through the ground. Sink in just a little bit deeper. All right, here we go. Number 2. After this one, we'll come down to our butts. All right, here we go. To the toes, squat it down, big chest. Ready. Get into it faster. 20 drive, 40, 60, 80, hard as we can already. 5, 4 drive, 3, 2, 1. Rip yourself down. 5, 4, heels flat. 3, butt to the ground. 2, Schleifer, you're almost there. 1, good. Hands behind us to the ground. Good. From here, we're gonna go legs wide. Wide as we can. Before we get into any sort of pails, rails, and liftoffs, we're gonna go big toe to the ground, pinky toe to the ground. Tension the whole time. Try and stay nice and tall. Don't lean back to get leverage. Stay tall. Shoulders stacked over the hips. 5 and 5. Little internal, external. Tension the whole time. From there, come in just a little bit. Give me a half inch. Half inch in. Now, what we're gonna do, imagine that there's that block, that yoga block by your feet. Hands are gonna be off if we can. If we can't, if we're all over the place with our torso, fingertips for balance. We're gonna lift up high as you can. Touch, barely, graze the grass, right back up. 5 reps, all on one side. Lift up. Touch.
Nice and slow.
Up, good. Slow and steady wins the race. Lift it up. Oh yeah. If you're getting that quad cramp, that's tight quads. Hip cramp, it's fucking tight hips, tight adductors. 5. Make sure you are breathing. You don't have to hold your breath through all of this. Use your breath to your advantage. 5 and 5. Don't settle for mediocrity. Get it as high as you can while keeping an upright torso. Fight for the range. You guys are spending your time right now. You may as well spend it wisely and get something out of this. We're all here. 5 and 5. Good, we're gonna give our hips just a little break here. Get in a little quad stretch, so let's go tall kneeling. Tuck the feet underneath here. Sit back just like yesterday. Let's get a good quad stretch. If you have to use your hands, use the hands. If you feel this bad in your ankles, our plantar flexion is an issue. Stay in the stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ease out of it. Ease out of it. Now we're gonna get in our prayer stretch. So we're gonna sit our ass to our heels. Bring our fingertips as far as we can forward. And sit in our stretch. Remember, our pails for this driving the palms of our hand through the grass. Rails is the attempted liftoff. If you're in a deep enough stretch, you should not be able to get the palms off the ground. Sit back in the stretch, head is through. Sit back on the heels, reach the fingertips a little farther forward. Use your breath to sink in deeper. In about 3 seconds, we're gonna get into our first pail and rail. Everyone ready? Ease into it, 20%. 40, palms down through. 60, making a crater in the grass. 80, hard as we can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, breathe deeper. Everyone come on up to all fours. Before we get into our hip 90-90s next, I want to hit one hip car each way. So remember, with the hip car, the knee's gonna come forward first, wide as we can. Internal rotation, get the bottom of your foot to the sky. Wrap it all the way around. Nice, slow and controlled. From here, reverse it. Foot to the sky, keep it rotated, foot stays to the sky. Then rotate the leg back, external, and back to the start. One good one each way. Once you're done with the one side, we'll get to the other. Fight the end range, tension on that hip joint the whole time. Fight for the range, fight it. If you think you're there, you could probably go a little bit more with it. Fight for it, tension, 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 all the way through.
Come on, Dickie G.
One each way. He's pitching today.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Really, dude? Wake up, dude.
Hey, let's
Serious? Wake up.
From there, we're gonna get in our 90-90. I want our tightest hip first. So if you know your tightest hip, go that one. If you do not know at this point, or it does not matter, they're both tight or they're both loose, pick one. 90-90, we're looking for separation. Toe, heel, knee, heel. In between, arching the low back, stretching over the front shin.
First step to a problem is admitting you're out.
We'll first hit a pail and rail with this. Remember, driving from that ankle all the way to the knee, putting a crater through the grass. Ready? 20, drive. 40, drive through the ground. 60, 80, hard as you can, max effort. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, try and lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe a little deeper. Sink in there. We should be a little bit lower than when we started now. A little more range. Keep that arch in the low back, stretching over the shin. Ready, number 2 of 2 right here. Drive down, 20, 40, 60, 80, hard as we can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, try and lift. 5, 4, get it up. 3, 2, 1, breathe deeper.
Holy shits.
From there, we're gonna come down to our elbow, outside elbow. Inside hand is gonna come to the knee to keep it down. All that's moving is the ankle. We're going to bend our leg. So we're at about a 30-degree angle, between 15 and 30. What we're gonna do, we're gonna imagine we have that block here again. We're gonna lift up at the ankle, over the block, touch down, right back up. Tension the whole time. Do not let your back leg's knee come up. Keep it down. 5 reps. Fight for each range. Fight for it. Fight for it, fight for it, fight for it. Keep that knee down. Ankle's the only thing coming up. From there, we're gonna come up to both hands. We're gonna get our little flow. We're only gonna do 3 because we're going on both legs. Remember the first movement, leg up as high as you can. Out is wide. Touch it to the ground. Then our back hand comes behind us for leverage. Now we lift our back leg up, widen it into a wide V. Stretch in. Now the hardest one, getting that leg back up, not letting the ankle touch first. Knee and ankle at the same time. Back to the front and down. 3 of them. Here we go, fellas. Up, widen, hand behind, back, widen up, stretch, and then reverse it. Reverse, reverse. How we feeling? Do we want 1 or 2 more?
2.
All right, we got 2 more. Fight for the ranges. Don't give in.
Is it okay to lean if we can't get it?
Yes, use leverage if you have to. If that back leg does not want to go, it's your internal rotation on that back leg.
Mine is no bueno. Mine does not want to go.
It's okay. That's why we're working it.
Can't straighten it. I tried to lift him.
Fight for it. Fight for it.
At least we're not just
From here, I want a couple windshields, nice and fast. Just reset. Let the hips loose. And then we're gonna move to the other side. Once everyone's here, we're gonna arch and stretch to start. Arch the low back, stretch over that front shin. Use the breath to sink a little deeper. We're gonna get into our first pail and rail here. Remember, put that crater through the grass. Here we go, fellas. 20, driving through. 40, 60, 80, we're at full strength, hard as we can for 5, drive, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off, attempt it, 5, let's go, 4 from the ankle to the knee, 3, 2, 1, breathe deeper. Use the breath to sink in a little bit deeper, feel a little bit more of the stretch on the outside of that hip. Here we go, number 2 of 2, pail and rail here. Ready, drive, we'll get into it a little faster. 20, 40, 60, get leverage, 80, hard as we can. 5, drive, 4, 3, 2, 1, try and lift it, 5, 4, feel it inching up, 3, 2, 1, sink a little deeper. And then come down to the elbow. Bend that front leg. 5 raises over that imaginary yoga block. On you, go. 5 raises, up and over, tension. Get it a little bit higher. If you think it's high enough, probably wrong. You can get a little bit more. Fight it, keep that back knee down. I see a lot of you fighting to keep that knee up. A kendo, back knee down.
What should give if we can't keep our back leg?
What? Focus on driving it into the ground. So drive it in and then try and move. Yes, fight for it. If it was fucking easy, everyone would be doing this shit. Yep. If you look around, other people are fucking struggling with it too. You're not alone.
This is like a workout.
This is. This is 100% a fucking workout.
Dude, mega shits right now.
Me too, man. All right, everyone, let's get up. Let's get into our DV. We're gonna lift up, wide. Everyone can do it now. You know what we're doing. Hand behind for leverage. This might be the tough one because now your back leg should have been your tighter one. So this one might be harder. And then reverse it back. Try and get the knee and the ankle to touch at the same time. I cannot do it. I hope some of you can. Lift up, toe to the sky. Lift up, widen. Lift up. All right, Luke, get back into it. Fucking rub it out and let's fucking go. Little cramp never fucking hurt anybody. Good. Get our 3. Ooh, yeah. Fight for it. Fight for it. Fight. You should be having the same intent, guys, with this as we do when we're lifting heavy weights. It's the same concept with it. The same intent needs to be with it. Every rep has intent with it. Once we get our 3, get a couple of the windshields. We're not gonna hit any pail and rail here. We're just gonna get a little bit wide, get a nice stretch. How we finish. 1 rotation each way, and then we're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Someone translate that in Espanol.
Difficult, lemon difficult.
All right, get a good stretch, sink in.
God damn it.
Sink in as deep as you can. I'd like it as flexed as you can. Doesn't have to be completely locked out. You could have a slight bend if you need. All right, here we go. Let's rotate to our right. We've been going left a lot. We're just gonna get 1. Remember, with this one, if your back knee touches, you better be in a full split, otherwise you're wrong. Sink in for 4, 3, a little lower, 2, 1. Big thing, ease out of it. Use your hands to ease out. You're in a compromised position. Be nice and controlled, and we're gonna go the other way. Sink in, fellas. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Namaste, motherfuckers. Y mamo huevos.
Y mama niemas.
Mama niemas.